Yes, guys. So today I'm going to be having a look at this. And this is the Sony PlayStation HD camera for PlayStation 5. And yeah, so that's the box that it comes in. Built-in stand, 1080p HD capture, background removal tools. It's got all this amazingness on the packaging. So get rid of that. And then that's the camera right there. So you got the PlayStation logo on the side there. The two cameras at the front. Another PlayStation logo on the other side. And then a stand. So you could stand it on something if you wanted. And then you pull this down. So you just push it down and it changes the sort of angle, so you can still have it sort of mounted onto like a stand or something, and then you can have it sort of different heights, basically like that. Or you can then pull that all the way back, and that can go on your TV like that, and should stand on there eventually. I think you gotta play around with it a bit, get the exact angle and stuff. I don't know why it doesn't seem to be standing on this one. It's very strange. Let's see. Maybe it's the angle of the clip. Just kind of like that. But yeah, so you can have it mounted or on a stand. Yeah, so earlier on today we tried this on Aaron's PlayStation, and it didn't go very well, to be honest. That was daylight coming in through the window, and we both looked like ghosts in it. And basically what I'll do is I'll show you. So this is when you come into the PlayStation options for accessories and stuff. You've got like an adjust HD camera. So you click on that and then it brings up your camera. So right now, look how grainy that looks. See that? How grainy that looks. And we've got, it's very light in here. I've got a light on right above me, so there's no daylight coming in. And yeah, so that's me on there. It was just, maybe it's coming out. Not so, it probably doesn't look quite that bad, but everything just looks like, when there's a bit of light on things, like my head there, it's glowing. You know? I don't know, it just looks so grainy. It looks like the really old webcams that you used to get, that you used to plug into your PC, that were like standalone ones, before they started doing things where they've got them built into the monitor and they're tiny little dots now. They were like this, you know, one camera, usually sort of rounded shaped on the top, and then a little stand like this that could hook over the monitor and stuff, and it would come out grainy like that. So yeah, I don't know if it'll come out really good on there, but it's just so grainy. Like, it looks like it's not in HD at all. That looks like that's in like maybe 360p, not 1080p or 180p maybe even. I don't know. I mean, from a distance, it doesn't maybe look so bad. But once you start, and it's like, you're going to use this for streaming or whatever. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I should have got some shots of what it was like during the daytime as well. But hold on, let me just pause it. Okay, so now I'm into a game. I've gone into Starship Troopers. And I've gone to broadcast the gameplay. Like, so I'm going to, as though I'm going to stream. So then basically you'd go to the 3 dots on the side and then change the camera to on, because it's off by default on that for the first time. Go live. So then you get to pick where you want to put the camera. So you can go like 3 different places along the top, 3 different places along the bottom, 1 in the middle of each side, obviously not in the middle of the screen at all. But I think most people kind of have theirs like sort of top left or bottom left or whatever. But I'd probably, if I was going to keep this or whatever, I'd probably put it up in that top left there. Then you just press OK on it. So then, this is how it would end up coming out on there. Hold on. So that's kind of how it sort of comes out on there. I mean, you're probably thinking it doesn't look too bad, but you can see it's really grainy. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but for what, 45 quid or something for a camera, and all it does is just a camera. You know, it's got no speaker on it or anything. There's no speakers. There's no nothing like how the PlayStation 4 version of this had like built-in speakers and stuff like that. This doesn't have any of that kind of stuff, so it's literally just a camera only. Okay, so I had to play around with it a little bit, but now I've got the actual stream to actually come up bigger in the top corner now. So before, what I was doing is starting it in small and then trying to go larger, and all it was doing was zooming in on the actual camera instead. So if I change this to small and then go back, go back in, it actually brings it up small in there. But because I started the stream with it in large, it's why I can make it go small, which is really strange. Because look, I'll show you something when I go to the broadcast itself, and then go to camera options, move camera, display. So as you can see there, the outline's much bigger now. So you can go, you're best off starting large in the beginning, otherwise you're stuck, because then you can go small like that. So I'll pause it and we'll do it the other way so you can see what I mean. So there you go. So we're back in the options. It's set to small. Go back into game, and we're not streaming. Go to stream, like broadcast.
Wait, did you put the X or the thing in?
Come on. Why is it taking so long?
It should be.
Okay, so now it's come up. So just make sure the camera's on and everything in there. And then go live. So it's set to small right now.
Wait, is there any activity? Wait, there's activity.
And it's kind of weird because it's almost like if you set it to small to start with, you can't go bigger. But what you can do is go to big and large size on there, and it will kind of zoom in. So, so there you go. So that's the size. That's small. So remember this sort of how it looks now. Go into settings again. Go all the way to the bottom. And go to broadcasts, go to camera, go to small and change that to large. Come out, go in back into game, but it doesn't actually make that area that's defaulted to small. It doesn't make it large, it just makes as though it has made it large, if you know what I mean. So it's basically zoomed itself in because it's assuming that the area is big. So you could maybe use this for when it's when the camera's not that close to you. So if you did want to be able to zoom in on your face a bit more without the camera being too close to you, you could in theory do it that way. Start off small and go large. Okay, and just to show the other way again, in large. So it's large there. You set it to large in the settings. Come out, go back into the game, and then start the stream with it on large in that other one. And then basically to make sure that the camera is set to on. And then go live, and then it'll make it large in one of the corners or wherever you want to put it. But with this one, at least then, if you did want to start off with it taking up a lot of space, why is it not working? All of a sudden, if you did want to start off with it taking up a lot of space on there, but then after like 10-15 minutes of playing, you realise that you'd actually much rather it take up less space, then you don't have to stop the stream completely then. So that's your two options, I guess, that you've got. Is if you want to have the camera further away but you want it to look like it zoomed in on you, start it small, then go into the options once the stream started, make it large, and it won't make it large on the screen, it'll just make it look more zoomed in. So that's if you want to do it that way. And if you just want to be able to start off like this where it's large and you're like, yeah, I kind of want to start off with, like, you know, talking to people, you know, in the stream at first, but then after 10-15 minutes, like, you realize that you kind of need a bit more of the actual screen space because, you know, you've got something that would be up in that corner, or maybe not quite in the corner, but, you know, just up in this like area here and it's kind of blocking it. You can go, okay, 1 second, stream, I'm just gonna change something real quick and I'll be right back. And then you just go into there, and then you can just change it back. But for some reason now it's not. Yeah, there you go. So now go into small.
Wait.
And then back in the game. And for some reason it stopped the actual stream. But yeah. But basically, yeah, it would have made it small like how I'd shown in the first part there. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna end up sending this back anyway because it's not really for me. You know, I thought it might actually come in handy for doing some streams and stuff, but even with the, you know, now playing around with it a little bit and getting it to work a bit better, just the picture quality is not that great on it, and it doesn't really stand. It doesn't really clip onto the telly very well here, so I'm gonna have to kind of put it down on here, and it's kind of, yeah, it kind of looks like that, and it will look like I'm just looking up, and I want to be able to look down, sort of at the camera as low, you know, kind of it's at my eye level or something. But it's just grainy as well. I don't know. It's just. I wish it'd come out. I wished I'd taken some more pictures of this earlier, like, or taken any pictures earlier of it, how it looked when it was in daylight, because it just looked really bad, really bad. And it's not even that light in here, and it looks like it's kind of glowing up in top of my head, like from the light that's there, like up here on the top of my head. It looks like it's really glowing, and I look really pale. The sort of the darker colours look very light. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it just doesn't look very good. It just looks like a very old mid to late 2005 to 2008-9 webcam that you used to get for 20-30 quid or something, that you attach to the PC or whatever and stick on top of your monitor, and it would have, like, you know, one camera and a little microphone built in and stuff, and just be very basic for Skype calls and stuff. But this is kind of that, and I didn't expect this from PlayStation, to be honest. I kind of expected better quality, but yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me just try one more thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've just put the camera in a slightly different position, and I don't. Hold on. I don't know how that's kind of coming out on there. If it's that good, but looking at it from this angle, it's still not. I don't know. It's still not great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I was kind of expecting in terms of quality and stuff, but I was kind of expecting a little bit better than sort of this, but it's like, it's only like I'm covering one camera.
Oh wait,
So it's a bit weird. It's almost like, shouldn't it be using both cameras as well? I just don't know. Like, I feel like there's something. I don't know if I'm missing something. Like, you know, if I've got to do something to activate both cameras, and then it would look better. But yeah, I just don't know. Like. Just looks very grainy. I don't know if you can see it there. Like, do it on cards, and there's enough light there.
okay, downstairs. There's a downstairs creature.
I don't know. Just like the fact that there's two cameras on the front, and only one seems to actually be doing anything. I don't know if maybe there's like one camera for light and one for when it's darker, or if there's one for I don't know, when with the different kind of camera effects. I don't know if that kind of changes anything, but I'm trying to zoom in on the thing so that you can see that it's not great. It's not very good quality. From far away, it doesn't look too bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just not for me, guys. It's not for me.